Hey everybody, this is the man from Brooklyn. I'm back. I hope everybody having a blessed weekend, holiday, and I know everybody gonna be going out visiting relatives and stuff like that. Be safe. Remember, always wear your mask and be careful out there because everybody out here doing the holiday. It's not don't have everybody out here don't some of them don't have good intentions. So be safe. But I'm sharing another topic with you over what's going on here in Fort Hood, Texas, because I can't really tell you what's going on to a certain degree because I spoke to some soldiers, but unfortunately, we had a lot of deaths over there. I had to look up the statistics and call some troops I knew that's in the service because I'm retired myself, and that's a young and over there in Fort Hood, Texas, I had wrote some notes down here. We had 23 deaths here in the last year at Fort Hood, from anything from suicides to drownings to this last one with the Hispanic female beaten to death with a hammer. I like to know what in the world's going on at Fort Hood. I even did some little research, and you check your own. They've been having histories of soldiers dying here of all kind of causes in the last 2 to 3 years. CID must have did a bummed up job because they can't be doing their job for the FBI to get involved because this last one died, female that died, the FBI got involved and the general got relieved of command. You can get relieved of command two ways. One, they relieve you and transfer you somewhere else in a hole where you can't cause no more harm to nobody because you didn't do anything or didn't have the proper tools or had too much pride to call in another agency to give you a hand on what's going on. Or they just can relieve you and tell you go ahead and get out of the service doing an early retirement. We would never know what form they offered him to get out of the army. Personally, when they say they relieved him of command, I think they transfer him somewhere else, and I hope he don't be over no troops because this is not acceptable. You having 23 deaths here, and within a year, and they strange from hammer, from drowning to suicide. How do you think the families feel? They going through stress issues and anxiety over all this mess that's going on. With the COVID, we having a lot of issues and crisis. These soldiers, they could have been having problems at their house that they not telling you that aware of, and could have been causing issues for suicide back on the base and stuff like that. The army got to get more involved in some of the soldiers' personal life. It's not like when I was in, they doing much better because when I was in, they didn't have that much what we call counseling going on like they have today. But they need to up it more because this shouldn't be going on. Also, we might have somebody out there, a vigilante that doing this that have something against the United States Army and killing folks. But I'm glad the FBI got involved and going to do an internal investigation to see what's going on because CID couldn't have been doing a great job. They should have asked for help themselves instead of having the government come in and say, well, we're going to assign the FBI to this. That's embarrassing. You got to know when you need help and push everything on the side and ask for help. Everybody need help. So, that's a problem with our nation. We got a lot of people in office saying, well, I don't need your help. I can do this. You can't do nothing for me. And it's sad that we have these people in place that shouldn't be in place that doing this. And this shouldn't have went on this long. After the first 5 deaths, there should have been heavy internal investigations. Especially some of the soldiers were beat to death outside the post. It could be a multiple things going on. It could be in town, internal, and out. Because in the past we had our own soldiers committing terrorist acts and shooting folks on base with rifles and stuff. I remember that further back, about 10, 15 years. So remember to bring this up and pray for these folks and their family that are going through this stress issue. This was one of the main topics I had because, for the military wise. Now for the police wise, we still got the same thing going on in Indianapolis and Chicago. They not calling for help to bring in the outside folks. Some of them, I think Chicago brought in some federal troops, but there's other over in Indianapolis. They think they could do it all. So how many people got to die before you calling for mass help, and sometimes you have to shut the city down. This is denial. Politics involved in this. The politicians scared of losing their jobs. It's just a mess. Votes. Politics should never interfere with the course of interfering with the course of somebody dying. And unfortunately, it's happening all the way from the top to the bottom. It always starts from the top and works its way down. It don't start from the bottom and work its way up. We still have a problem with shootings going on. Shooting folks in the back that, don't have a firearm, running from them, shooting folks leaning over in the car, and don't have no probable cause. I guess he had a gun. I don't know, did he have a gun? It's a lot of issues here that have to be brought up. But this is the man from Brooklyn. I'm just sharing that with you to give you something to think about. As the course of your day as a first responder, think before you act. Watch your subjects or whatever you're doing, or your what we call your perps, before you act. Because the wrong decision can cost you your job and cause somebody else grief and stress. Like I say, this is the man from Brooklyn. Don't forget to subscribe on the right-hand side. And I will be talking to you soon, and have a great holiday.